The Red Bull brand was quick to understand that sport is a fabulous marketing tool. Omnipresent in extreme sports and motorsports, the Austrian energy drink brand has been attacking the green rectangle for 15 years now. Not by simply imposing its brand on billboards or other football shirts, but by simply owning clubs. Today they all play under the same banner, regardless of the continent. And if the takeoff of this project was delicate and the critics omnipresent, the adage Red Bull gives wings has taken all its meaning these last years following the various sporting performances of these clubs. But how can we explain the success of the men in the red and white jersey? What is their real project? Don't worry, we'll try to answer them in our video of the day. But first, don't forget to subscribe to Megafoot, the best of football and video. The year was 1984. Austrian businessman Dietrich Mateschitz founded Red Bull that year. Since then, the energy drink brand has grown into a veritable empire. Driven by its prominent slogan, it quickly became associated with sporting events and their many marketing challenges. Sponsors of extreme sports since the 1990s, owner of a Formula One team since the 2000s. Red Bull, far from being satisfied and aware of the need to diversify, then attacked the world's most popular and media-friendly sport, football. As if on cue, it was in Austria that its expansion began. In 2005, the company bought the club SV Austria Salzburg, which was in financial difficulty at the time, and decided to make it a full-fledged team. The team abandoned its historic colors and name to become Red Bull Salzburg. A year later, the Red Bull brand continued its international development by acquiring the New York Metro Stars. Here again, the team abandoned its identity to become the New York Red Bulls. While the success of both teams on the pitch is promising, the owner of Red Bull is looking further afield. He wanted to establish himself in the Bundesliga in order to promote his brand at the highest level. His choice was the city of Leipzig. But in a country where fans are very attached to traditions, this takeover project was not unanimously approved and was finally rejected by the German Federation. 3 years later, Red Bull suddenly turned to SSV Marketstadt, a club located 13 kilometers from the city of Leipzig and in the German D5. This project is ambitious but fits perfectly with the idea that Red Bull can push all limits. To give itself the means to succeed in the world of football, the energy drink company does not hesitate to put its hand in its pocket. But if the renovation of training centers and the accumulation of transfers are the first axis of progress, the Red Bull model will very quickly rely on a formidable recruitment network and excellent training. A change of strategy made possible in 2012 thanks in particular to two men, Gerard Houllier and Ralf Rangnick, respectively appointed Global Director of the group's football branch and Sporting Director of the Leipzig and Salzburg clubs. The two men will give Red Bull an identity of its own. From now on, the Austrian multinational will focus on buying and developing young players and generating huge profits from their sale. Naby Keita and Sadio Mane sold at a high price to Liverpool. Joshua Kimmich transferred to Bayern for a hefty fee, or Erling Haaland are perfect examples of this new strategy. However, if this trading of young players seems to have become Red Bull's model on the surface, it is not as radical as it may seem. The firm has the financial means to keep its talents. When a young player explodes, the directors are not necessarily looking for an immediate capital gain. They expect their players to make a sporting contribution. Timo Werner in Leipzig is a typical example. The German remained in the red and white colors for 4 years despite numerous requests, scoring 95 goals and providing 40 assists in 159 appearances. This longevity can be explained by the entity that Red Bull has established in its various clubs. By signing for Salzburg or New York, players can be motivated by the feeling of belonging to a big family. You know, that corporate spirit that is ultimately found in everyday life. Above all, joining the Red Bull galaxy represents a formidable prospect for development. This is one of the main keys to the success of the Austrian group. The interdependence between the clubs facilitates training, exchanges of players, and their development at the highest level. The acquisition of FC Leipzig in 2012 was a major step in this direction. as the club now acts as RB Salzburg's unofficial reserve. RB Leipzig also have a particularly strong link with RB Salzburg. The Austrian club's best players are not afraid to join the German club to take their careers to the next level. Marcel Sabitzer, Peter Gulaschi, Dio Upamecano, and Conrad Lemaire have all played for both clubs. All of them are now globally renowned. Yes, this forward-looking recruitment policy has proved its worth. And although Leipzig is the youngest team in the Bundesliga since its arrival in the top flight, and Salzburg and New York also have inexperienced squads, the sporting results are impressive. In Austria, RB Salzburg is the undisputed leader. In the United States, the New York Red Bulls are the MLS powerhouse, making the playoffs every year. RB Leipzig, meanwhile, have climbed through the lower divisions to become one of the few teams to hold off Bayern Munich. Even better, the German club recently took Red Bull to a new level of footballing success by reaching the Champions League semifinals in the 2020 edition. And while going from their current status as an up-and-coming club to a European powerhouse will be far more difficult than moving from the 5th division to the Bundesliga, with Red Bull, nothing is impossible. Starting from nothing to reach the top is their trademark. And it would not be surprising to see them turn to England to conquer a new football market. Red Bull has already tried the adventure on the other side of the channel in 2016 by wanting to buy the West Ham club, in vain for the time being. How far can Red Bull go? Will they change their sporting strategy to aim even higher? Tell us what you think in the comments. And if you liked it, don't hesitate to talk about our channel around you, to like it, to share it. See you soon for a new video. Ciao!